Good morning, children. Today we start with a new chapter, that is carbon and its compound. It is most important. This chapter is most important because you will study in the higher education, all based on this compound. Okay, it is most important, so clear the basic. Okay, little concentration you have to show on this topic. Carbon, when you first one is about carbon compound and its sources. This all question you write. Okay, so listen carefully. About carbon compound and its sources. See, you can say the other name of carbon compound is organic compound. What is that? Organic compound. Why it is organic compound? Why is it called organic compound? Because carbon compounds are formed from living organism. For example, coal. Coal you get it from buried plants. Plants are living organism. So the coal contain carbon. Coal is called organic compound because it is derived from which compound? Living compound. Okay, the product which we get from living organism are called organic compound. This is organic compound, this wood, because it is prepared from plant. We are living organism. We are living organism, so we are organic compound. Next, what is the animals? Milk product, because milk you get it from living organism, that is cow or buffalo. Understand? So these are called living compound. Milk is living compound. Oil is living compound because oil you get it from plant. Mustard plant, mustard oil. Coconut plant, coconut oil. Understood? Petrol, petroleum product you get it from buried plants and animals. So you get it from living organism. So the oil product, diesel, petrol, these all are organic compounds. And all the plant product, all the animal product are called organic compounds. Why you have separate study means you have millions of organic compounds. So to study this deeply, it has come in separate chapter. Understood? Carbon compound. So what is the other name of carbon compound? Organic compound. What is the other name? Living compound. The product you get from living compound. Understood? So sources, what do you write? All the plants, animals, and living organism. Understood? Clear no? Organic compound is called carbon compound. It is definitely compulsory 100% presence of carbon's presence. 100% of carbon is present in an organic compound. Carbon is compulsory, 100% compulsory. Beside carbon, you will have what is sugar. You know, sugar formula is C12H22O11. See, carbon is compulsory. Besides carbon, you will have hydrogen, oxygen, sulfur, etc. Understood? And the protein food, you know, protein rich food, all the pulses. There also carbon is present besides nitrogen. Understood? All the carbohydrate, sugar, glucose, sucrose, all carbon is present because it is an organic product, living product. Understood? These are the sources. When you go to next question, what will happen on burning carbon? See, you burn the carbon. Burn means addition of oxygen. What will happen? Carbon with oxygen. This example you take because you get carbon here. You will take another compound. Example. And taking methane. This is one organic compound. Okay, buried plants and animals. You will get some gas. You know the LPG is a mixture of methane, propane. It is a small portion. Large portion is butane. Okay, in LPG gas. So it is a compound, organic compound. On burning means addition of oxygen. Now I am going to burn the carbon compound. That means organic compound. What do you get? Carbon with oxygen, carbon dioxide. Hydrogen with oxygen, water. So carbon dioxide you get. On burning these all organic compound, petrol, diesel, any organic product or wood. Okay, here also carbon is present, carbon, hydrogen, oxygen. Okay, this when you burn you will get carbon dioxide. How do you prove or what is the test? You know carbon dioxide test you have studied in first chapter. Lime water, you know, calcium hydroxide. Many times we study. Pause this gas, collect this gas and apply to this solution. Add it to this solution. You know OH absorb the gas and carbon dioxide it absorbs means carbonate. If OH absorbs sulfur dioxide means it changes to sulfite. Now it is absorbing carbon dioxide. So you know calcium carbonate. Otherwise you might have studied in biology KOH. A test for carbon dioxide transpiration, respiration test you might have done. OH absorb carbon dioxide, you will get potassium carbonate. OH liberate water. Okay, OH liberate water. Are you getting? So this it changes lime water to, this is a lime water to milky. Why milky? Because new product is found. So this change into milky because of formation of calcium carbonate. This is a test for burning of carbon, presence of carbon. Understood? Question can be asked. Next one is, third question is bonding of carbon. What is this? Bonding of carbon. Carbon symbol is C. You should know about carbon first, isn't it? Carbon symbol is C. It is derived from first letter of carbon, that is C, first letter. And carbon atomic number is 6. Mass number is 12. Okay, what is atomic number? Number of proton or number of electron. Proton always equal to electron. So if proton is 6, electron also 6. What is this mass number? Mass number means proton plus neutron. Getting? You should know some basic idea about carbon. So now you know it is a neutral. Why? 6 positive charge, 6 negative charge. So carbon is neutral. Understand? So now come to bonding of carbon. See, carbon has 6 electrons. Electron of carbon is 6. So first cell how many electrons I told you? Maximum 2 electrons. The second cell maximum 8 electrons can occupy. But you are having 4 electrons left. So total 6. Is it stable? No. To be stable, last cell you should have 8. First cell you should have 2, duplet. The last cell you should have 8, octet rule. It should obey octet rule. After this 8 electrons should be there. Then only we can say it is a stable. First cell it should have 2, duplet. Duplet means 2. It should follow duplet rule. It is following duplet, not octet rule. It is not following the octet rule. So is it stable? No. It is not stable. So now question arises. So what type of bond carbon form? You know metal always donate electron, non-metal always gain electron, metal always form positive charge, non-metal always form negative charge. But what about this person? See, carbon has 4 electrons in the outermost cell. That means it has 2 cells. Here nucleus. Okay, first cell 2 electron, second cell 4 electron. Inside what is there? Okay, 6 proton is there, positive charge is there, outside 6 electron. Inside, because number of proton is always equal to number of electron. If you are having 6 proton, you will have 6 electron. For neutral atom, here no charge. Neutral atom 6 positive to 6 negative. So nucleus, inside the nucleus, proton is present, positive charge, 6 are there. Outside 6 electrons are there. Understood? Now what is the bond formed by this carbon? This carbon neither donate nor gain. Why? If they want to donate 4 electrons, then only it will follow duplet rule. If they give 4 electrons, it will follow duplet rule. Okay. But it cannot donate. Why? To donate electron, we have to apply more energy. It needs more energy to donate the electron. To donate the electron, it needs more energy. To donate 1 electron, okay, we can apply, it can have sufficient energy. To donate 4 electron, it doesn't have sufficient energy, so cannot donate. Why do they don't donate? They don't get sufficient energy to donate all those 4 electrons. Understood? So no donation. No, they cannot donate. And they can gain so that it become 8. No, they cannot gain. Why? This 6 proton plus charge at the nucleus is holding together. That means outside 6 electrons are there. The 6 plus holding this negative charges. Understood? Attracting that negative charges towards itself. Plus charges in the middle, outside minus electrons are rotating. It is attracting all the 6, holding all the electrons together towards itself. If it take 4 more electrons, it will become 10 electrons. One more, if you take 4 more electrons, total it will become 10. This 6 plus cannot hold all the 10 electrons. Cannot attract all the 10. So that's the capacity it doesn't have. So cannot gain, cannot donate or cannot gain. Why cannot donate? They don't get sufficient energy to donate an electron. Why they don't gain? They cannot. The nucleus cannot. 6 positive charge cannot hold all the 10 electrons. If they gain 4 more, then it will become total 10 electrons. This 6 plus cannot hold all the 10 electrons towards itself. So no capacity it has. So neither donation nor gaining take place in the carbon atom. Then what they do? They will share the electrons. How do they share the electrons? Each hydrogen has one electron. Okay, each hydrogen has one electron, they both share. And this both share, this both share, this both share. Are you getting? I will write once again. Carbon gas 1, 2, 3, 4. Hydrogen gas one electron. Hydrogen gas one electron. Okay, carbon gas outermost 4 electron. Huh? So what they do? See, look at this hydrogen. Sorry, my structure is not clear. Look at this carbon. How many electrons are there? Check it. Carbon, check it. How many electrons? 1, 2. This round, you check it. Inside the round, how many electrons are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This is called sharing of electrons. Understand? Look about hydrogen. Hydrogen has only one electron. It takes 8 electron from carbon. So duplet it form. So I told you, to be stability, to form stability, it should follow duplet rule or octet rule. Hydrogen is following duplet rule, or carbon is following octet rule. Why? Each hydrogen form 2 electrons. So stable, first cell 2 electron is stable. This hydrogen also form 2 electrons. This hydrogen also 2 electrons. This hydrogen also 2 electrons. So stable. Each hydrogen atom also stable by duplet, by following duplet rule. And what about carbon? 8 electrons. By following octet rule, they are stable. Understood? So to attain stability, they donate or gain electron. Carbon cannot donate or cannot gain electron. So what did they do? They share the electrons. Understood? So how many bonds do you know? Here one bond, here one, here one. Totally 4 bonds formed by carbon. Okay? Bonds means shared electrons. Each bond has 2 electrons. One from hydrogen, one from carbon. How many bonds does carbon has? Carbon has how many electrons? How many bonds? 4 bonds. Understood? Now carbon is stable by following octet rule. Understood? What is octet rule? Last cell they should have 8 electrons. Now first carbon has 2, 4. Now it again 4 more electron from hydrogen. So it became 2, 8. Understood? So next one is, what is the question? Bonding of carbon. Carbon share the electron. Carbon cannot donate, cannot gain electron. They go for sharing between the 2 atoms. Sharing the electrons take place between 2 atoms. How many bonds carbon can form? 4 bonds. Now question is there, what is a covalency? Covalency means covalency of carbon. Covalency means number of electrons shared by one atom. Now take carbon. How many electrons it shared? 1, 2, 3, 4. It's electron. Carbon's electron. How many electrons it shared? 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4. Covalency is 4. What is covalency? Number of electrons shared by one atom. So what is the covalency of carbon? 1, 2, 3, 4. What is the covalency of hydrogen? I told you one atom you have to see. One hydrogen you see, only one. Covalency of hydrogen is 1. Covalency of carbon is 4. Hydrogen is 1. One atom you have to see. What is covalency? Number of electrons shared by only one atom. Okay. Covalency of this hydrogen is 1. This hydrogen is 1. Up an electron. One electron. Hydrogen is here 1, here 1. Carbon is 1, 2, 3, 4. Clear? Next one is conductivity of carbon. What is the meaning of conductivity? We studied in the previous class. To conduct the solution. If the solution has to conduct electricity or solution has to pass electricity, they should have ions. We studied second chapter, third chapter we have studied. Okay, what is formal or formality for the solution to have to conduct the electricity? To conduct electricity or to pass electricity into the solution should have ions. Now, if they donate electron, they form positive charge. If they gain electron, they form negative charge. Here, no donation, no gaining. So, what they do? Sharing, no? So, no more ion is formed. So, will they conduct electricity? No. It is a bad conductor of. We are all about carbon we are studying, okay? Not other matter. It is a bad conductor. Carbon is a bad conductor. Carbon compound is a bad conductor of electricity. Because absence of ions in the solution or whatever matter. Petrol, they don't conduct electricity. Understood? LPG, they don't conduct it because they don't have ions. Exceptional cases there. Alcohol, they have iron, but 99%. We are talking about 99% possibility. Understood? Carbon generally, basically, carbon compound does not have iron. They don't pass electricity. Next one is bonding of hydrogen. Fifth question is bonding of hydrogen. Hydrogen element, okay? Hydrogen element. You know each hydrogen. First you should know last 9th standard portion you have to go through. Elements, some important elements with up to atomic number 1 to 20 you study properly. Hydrogen element atomic number and its mass number. Hydrogen atomic number is 1 only. Okay, atomic number is most important here. And then what is that? Each hydrogen atom number is 1. What is atomic number? Number of proton is 1. That means electron also 1 because it is a neutral, no charge. Okay, neutral atom, proton, electron always same. Now how do they? It is a first cell. Electron is only 1, no? So first cell 2 electrons can be accommodated, but we are having only 1. So what do they do? Will they donate? No, it is a non-metal. Do they gain? No, it is a non-metal. So what they do? They will go for sharing. They will go for sharing the electrons. See, so what is the possibility? First cell, no? To form 2 means which rule? Duplet rule. Okay, to follow duplet rule. See, each hydrogen atom, hydrogen element has 2 hydrogen atoms. So, first cell how many electrons? First cell how many electrons? 1 electron. It has only 1 electron. So, take another hydrogen. 1 electron. Okay, what they do? They go for sharing. They go for sharing the electrons. How do they share? You draw like this. Same shape, no? Hydrogen same because both are same type of atom, so same size. It should be logically it should be similar. Okay, you write, think and write because same atom, so it should be same size. And here this hydrogen has this electron, this hydrogen has this electron. Both they will share. Look at this hydrogen, this circle. You look at this, 2 electrons. It is following duplet. Look at this this atom, 2 electrons. So it follows duplet. Each hydrogen atom follows duplet. So what type of bond? I told you one single bond. Single bond carries 2 electrons. So here 2 electron is there. So only what type of bond? How many bonds formed here? Only one covalent bond. This is called sharing of electron. Both shared. Both are sharing its own electron. Okay, this is called sharing of electron, that is covalent bond. How many covalent bond? Only one bond. One bond has how many electrons? 2 electrons. Understood? This is a bond. Okay, this is a bond. Now what is the covalency? Each atom you have to look at, no? This hydrogen shared only one electron, so covalence of hydrogen is 1. What about this hydrogen? 1. So covalence of hydrogen is 1. Next one is oxygen element. Okay, oxygen element. Now look at this. Oxygen. First you should know the symbol with its atomic number. Oxygen has 8 atomic number. Its atomic number is 8. That means proton number is 8. If proton is 8, electron also 8 because it is neutral. And electronic configuration say first cell 2 electron, second cell you can accommodate 8, but you are having only 6, total 8. Is it stable? No. The last cell is not following octet rule. What is octet? 8 electrons should be there. So what they do, it is non-metal, don't give electron, don't gain electron. No, don't give electron or don't gain. So it go for sharing. Gaining is there, but metal is there, means it will gain. Here only between 2 atoms, 2 non-metal. So no donation, no gaining. Between 2 non-metal. Oxygen O2, no? O and O. These are 2 non-metal. So between 2 non-metal, no gaining electron, no donating or no donation, no gaining. They don't donate, don't gain electrons. They only share. Share the electrons. Now look at this. Its outermost is stable? No. 6 electrons are there. To be stable, how many electrons? More required 2 more electrons. So do one thing. This is oxygen atom. It has 2 cells. First cell is K. Second cell name is L. Okay, L cell how many? First cell how many electrons? 2. Second cell 6. Here also same. Okay. What they do? They will share. 2 electrons they will share. How do they share? Once again you draw like this. Okay, only outermost cell I am showing. Outermost electron. Only this electron I am showing. This is one oxygen, this is one oxygen. This is one oxygen, okay. Between the oxygen molecule, that means O2. O and O. This is oxygen, this is another oxygen. Next one is, here outermost cell, how many electrons? 6 electrons. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4. To be stable, how many more electrons required? 2, no? So, among these 6, 2 you write here. Now, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Like that, you have a trick. If you have 6 electrons, you need 2 more electrons. Yes or no? So, from this 6, among these 6 electrons, you write 4 here, 2 you write in the center. And same way this oxygen. Clear? 6 are there. Among these 6, because it needs 2 more electrons, that 2 you write here in the middle. Now here these 2 share, these 2 share. Now look at this, only this oxygen atom. How many electrons? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Following octet rule. And only look at this oxygen. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Stable or not? By what bond? Sharing, that is covalent bond. How many covalent bond? 1, 2. How many covalent bond? 2 covalent bonds between oxygen. Between oxygen atoms or in oxygen molecule. Understood? Now what is the covalency? This covalency of this oxygen is 2. Covalency of this oxygen is 2. Okay? Its covalency is 2. Here covalency is 2. Okay, covalency, remember, one atom. Number of electrons shared by one atom. This atom shared only 2 electrons. This atom shared its 2 electrons. So covalency of oxygen is 2. How many bonds formed in this oxygen molecules? 2 bonds. Generally the first bond we say sigma bond, second bond we say pi bond. That you study later. Next one is nitrogen. Okay, element means I told you, one nitrogen atom cannot exist freely. They always join with 2 nitrogen. N2, O2. Okay, then only we can say molecule of element. Otherwise, one nitrogen means we say atom. It is not free state. Always joined with another nitrogen. So M2 element, how do they join? First you write symbol and its atomic number is 7. That proton is 7, electron is 7. That means first cell 2 electrons. The rest how many? 5. Is it stable? No. Last cell is not following octet rule. What is octet rule? They should have 8 electrons. So it needs 3 more electrons, isn't it? And this bond occurs between two non-metal. So no donation, no gaining. They don't donate, don't gain electrons. So what do? They share the electrons. Now listen, how do they share? I told you last cell 5, no? Isn't it? Look at this. You write the last cell. You write the last cell only here. This is nucleus nitrogen. This is nucleus second nitrogen. First nitrogen, second nitrogen. Okay? Between nitrogen N2, no? So first nitrogen, second nitrogen. And last cell 5 electron. So to need 8, how many more electron required? 3, no? To follow octet means how many electron more required? 3. Here 5 is there. To be 8, how many more required? 3. So among these 5, you write that 3 here. 2, 3, 4, 5. Over 5 electrons. Are you getting? This is a little logic you have to keep in mind. Otherwise you will get confused. Understood? So 5, for this 5 electron it needs 3 more electron. No? So among this 5 you write this 3 here. 3, 4, 5. Okay? That nitrogen also having 5 electron. This nitrogen also having 5 electron. Here what they do? They will share each other. Okay? 3 bonds formed. Each bond has 2 electrons. 1 bond, 2 bond, 3 bonds. What is the covalency? Covalency of nitrogen is 3. Covalency of nitrogen is 3. That nitrogen also 3. Okay, covalency of nitrogen is 3. How many bonds formed? 3 bonds. That is called shared bonds. Shared. Okay, shared bond. Okay, these two are called lone pair. Okay, how many lone pair over nitrogen atom? 1 lone pair. Pair means 2. 1 pair means 2 electron. Which is not bonded is, this is bonded electron. This is not bonded electron. That not bonded electron is called lone pair. Here 2 electrons are there, so 1 lone pair. Here how many lone pair? 1 lone pair. How many bonded pair? 1, 2, 3. 3 bonded pair, 1 lone pair. Each nitrogen has 3 bonded pair and 1 lone pair. Understood? You should know lone pair. This electrons are called lone pair. Here this electrons are called lone pair. Understood? Okay, that's all. Go through the book. Read it properly. Thank you.